Hello dear students, welcome back to your maths class. Dear students, you have just completed a chapter on subtraction. Today we move forward towards your syllabus. The chapter that we are going to start today is chapter 6, multiplication. Is it okay students? Students, you have already learned to multiply numbers. Now let us recall the concept of multiplication once again. But before recalling, you must have to know the tables well. So students, can you tell me what is multiplication? Multiplication is the repeated addition of numbers. That is the short way of finding the sum when all the addends are same is called multiplication. Here we have an example. Here 8 is added 5 times. So we can say the 5 times 8 is equal to 40. Or in short, we can write it as 5 into 8. That is equal to 40. Here 5 and 8 are known as factors. And the number 40 is known as their product. Dear students, like addition and subtraction, multiplication also has some properties. Now let us discuss the properties of multiplication one by one. So here are the properties of multiplication. Order property, grouping property, zero property, and one property of multiplication. Now we will discuss them in detail. Students, the first property of multiplication that we discuss today is order property of multiplication. Now let us see what does the property tell. The property tells that the product of numbers in any order will be the same. Now let us take an example. 4 into 5. So 4 into 5 is equal to 20. Now let us change the order of the factors. That is 5 into 4. 5 was a 20. So we can see that both the answers are same. Therefore 4 into 5 is equal to 5 into 4. The answer will be the same for both of the orders. Students, now we will discuss about the second property of multiplication. That is grouping property of multiplication. Let us see. The property tells that the product of numbers grouped in different ways are the same. Now to understand this better, let us take an example. 2 into 3 into 4. Now we multiply the three numbers by dividing them in groups. Let us group the first two numbers at first. 2 into 3 into 4. So 2 3s are 6. 6 multiplied by 4. 6 4s are 24. So our answer is 24 here. Now we will group 3 and 4 at first. 2 into 3 into 4. So 3 4s are 12. And 12 2s are 24. So both the answers are same. Now we will discuss about the third property of multiplication, that is zero property of multiplication. The property tells that the product of any number and 0 is 0. Now let us take an example. Here, if 0 is multiplied by any number, then the product is 0. So here 0 into 4 is equal to 0. Again 5 into 0. If a number is multiplied by 0, then the product will also be 0. So here the answer will also be 0. Similarly, 2 into 3 into 4 into 0 will also give the answer as 0. One property of multiplication. The property tells that the product of any number and 1 is the number itself. For example, 8 into 1. If a number is multiplied by 1, then the product is the number. So here the answer will be 8. Again, if 1 is multiplied by any number, then the product will also be the same number. So here the product will also be the number, that is 1 into 6 is equal to 6. Now students, let us solve these. Here in the first problem, 7 is repeatedly added for 7 times. So as we know that multiplication means the repeated addition, so we can write this as 7 into 7. Now 7 sevens are 49. So our answer is 49. In the second question, 42 is multiplied by a number and it gives the product as 42. Dear students, do you remember the one property of multiplication? It says that if a number is multiplied by 1, then the product is also the number itself. So here we can say that 42 is multiplied by 1. So it gives the number as 42. In the third question, 67 is multiplied by a number and it gives the product as 0. Now remember the 0 property of multiplication? It says that when a number is multiplied by 0, the product is 0. So here 67 is multiplied by 0. Now in the fourth question, we will use the order property of multiplication. That is 17 into 18 equals to 18 into 17. In the fifth question, we will use the grouping property of multiplication. By using this property, we can easily say that here the blank will be filled up by 18. Is it clear, students? Now, dear students, we all know the multiplication table of 10. Here is this. 10 ones are 10. 10 twos are 20. 10 threes are 30. 10 fours are 40. 10 fives are 50 and so on. An easier method of multiplication of a number by 10 is to simply put a 0 on the right side of the number. Now let us see an example. 12 into 10. To find the product, we simply write 12 and put a 0 on the right of it. Now, how can we find the product of 12 and 50? Here, we group 50 as 5 into 10. Like 12 into 5 into 10. 5 into 10 means 50. Now, to do it easy, we will multiply 12 by 5 at first. That is, 12 fives are 60. And then multiply it by 10. Now, simply we can find the product of 60 and 10 by putting a 0 on the right side of 60. So, our answer is 600. Is it okay, students? Now, we will move forward to our next topic. That is multiplication by hundreds and thousands. Similarly, on multiplication by hundreds, we will put 20 on the right side of the number. For example, 12 into 100. To find the product, we will put 20 on the right of 12. So our answer will be 1200 or 1200. Now let us solve these. 13 into 800. Similarly as before, we group 800 as 8 into 100. That is 13 into 8 into 100. To make it easier, we first multiply 13 by 8. That is 104. And simply put 2 zeros on the right side of our product. So the answer will be 10,400. Similarly, to multiply a number by 1000, we will put 3 zeros on the right side of the number. For example, 12 into 1000. That is equal to 12, and we put 3 zeros on the right side of 12. So the answer will be 12,000. Now let us solve this. Similarly, as multiplication by tens and hundreds, here we will group 2000 as 2 into 1000. At first, we multiply 15 by 2. 15 2s are 30 into 1000. Now simply we put 3 zeros on the right side of 30 to get our answer. And our answer is 30,000. Now students, let us solve this. Here the first problem is 236 multiplied by 10. To multiply a number by 10, we will put a 0 on the right side of the number. So our answer will be 2360. That is 2360. In the second question, we have to multiply 654 by 100. So we will put 2 zeros on the right side of 654. So our answer will be 65,400. In the third question, we are told to multiply 78 by 1000. So we put 3 zeros on the right side of 78. So our answer is 78,000. In the fourth question, we are told to multiply 34 by 20. Remember, we have to group 20 as 2 into 10 and then multiply the 2 by 34 at first. So 34 2s are 68. And we are remaining with a 10 to multiply with 68. So we simply put a 0 on the right side of 68. So our answer is 680. In the fifth question, we have to multiply 14 by 300. Similarly, as number 4, we are going to group it as 3 into 100 and multiply 3 by 14. So 14 3s are 42. And we put these 2 zeros on the right side of 42. So our answer is 4,200. In the sixth question, we are told to multiply 11 by 5,000. We will group 5,000 as 5 into 1,000. Now 11 into 5 is equal to 55. And we put these 3 zeros on the right side of 55. So our answer is 55,000. Now dear students, I hope you all understand the topics that I will discuss today. Now try to solve the exercise 6A from your maths book. Thank you.